What is going to happen to all these people that are in the subway at 42nd Street in New York talking about the end of the world tomorrow? They will be out of job. And they will not find a job because in their resume will be idiot square. Unfortunately, this is just the tip of the iceberg of what's happening in the United States. You think that this is an isolated case of bullshitness? Yes. This is the most extravagant of all. But I tell you guys, we are really in big shit in this country. They are passing a law in Tennessee. Actually, I love the video about Takei that forbid people to say the word gay to kids. That's really stupid. I mean, it's really stupid. And you think that we gay are becoming straight because you say to a kid you are bad, don't use that word? I mean, this is almost the same level of Judgment Day on tomorrow, on the 21st of May. Almost the same bullshit. Same level bullshit. Same level of ignorance. Remember, being gay is not about sex, it's about love. I can fuck with a woman whenever I want. If I want. I will never fall in love with a woman. Would you like to challenge me? It will never happen. So, just because you tell me not to use the word gay, I will not fall in love with a man? Are you so fucking stupid? This country has got a huge example of stupidity in this moment. A risky stupidity. People that try to spread fear mongers all over about the president, about his birth certificate, about the existence of non-existence of the death of Osama bin Laden. The only thing that was a little bit of a doubt was 9/11 is about building number 7. And on that I accept the idea to be a doubter. But not at the point to see that the government is putting bombs and whatever. I mean, that was a specific kind of a plan behind that. It was so obvious. They want to provoke as much as possible the Arab extremists so they can attack the United States in the way that they can justify Iraq. You don't need to create conspiracy theories about the government that want to bomb so that they justify that. It's surreal. It's not realistic. It's not at the level of Roswell or the level of, I don't know, of other bullshit like this that the man never went on the moon, is a farce or other things like this. That's not that thing. We are in a world in this country, I don't know, that's completely losing its mind. The reason why they're losing their mind, is because they don't want to take responsibility about really solving problems. This country doesn't want to solve problems. It's a country of whiners. They are professional, corporatist, capitalist whiners. That's what America is. Whiners. And once again, whiners. Unfortunately, there is a good percentage of this country that listen bullshit. Sarah Palin, the Gingrich, the Tea Party, and so on. And they cover up about the idea that, you know, the government is controlling everything and they don't want to pay taxes because they think about their own personal little garden, okay, to defend. But realistically, how do you can say, for instance, to a kid that he doesn't need to have universal education when just because his father doesn't have the money to pay him the opportunity to be better than him? I mean, the point is this one. We're not talking about adults. We're not talking about grown-ups. People that make their choice after a certain age. So if he wants to have a certain career, that's fine. If you don't want, I mean, we're talking about kids. We're talking about giving the chances to people, to everybody. Especially, there are a lot of kids that are poor and very, very smart, to be much better than those lazy, fucking shitty piece of shit of kids, of many rich people, that they don't even care to be educated. They just enjoy to be in college because they can do sports. That's the point of all this. This sort of individualism is brought to the extreme. This sort of incapacity to create a society, but just individualism brought to everything, that brings you to the end of the world. And you have to repent. Is still yourself alone against something that is unconscious, against something that you cannot control. Fears of everything. You have to fear everything so that you feel better. But the reality of the fact that actually the more you fear, the more insecure you are. And this is what these childish Republicans, libertarians, teabaggers are. Insecure people. They have to hate someone to be happy. They have to be extreme in any way. They have to fantasize about the unrealistic economical societies with economical solutions that will never happen. And when they happen, they failed. We have tons of examples, from Chile to Indonesia to Iran to United States, when the Republicans were in power, in which they continue to fail. And they are going to continue to fail because their target is finally to exasperate this sense of individualism, this sense of lack of sense of society, and attacking minorities, attacking the women with their rights to decide, attacking the gays like Takei, like in Tennessee, attacking immigration, attacking the old people like the brewer in Arizona that even cut funds for transplant, and 10 people died for that. I call them death panels. And of course there is a judgment day, the judgment day, and every time it changes, and every time it never happens. Every time it never happens, the judgment day. So tomorrow I will wake up and we'll see a lot of people out of job, all the people that were in the subway talking about the judgment day. And the funniest part is that on 2012 we will wake up and we'll see a lot of Republicans without a job, because they, with the Medicare things, with the Medicaid things, with all this bullshit limiting freedom, creating huge government at state level, trying to deny rights to people, controlling the sexuality of gays, the sexuality of women, controlling everything. Oh, that's big government. And taxing on top of this, because they are increasing taxes and cutting jobs rather than creating jobs. There is no one job proposal from any libertarian or Republican. They will be out of job in the same way the Judgment Day people will be out of job tomorrow. Face it, you are a failure. You are not good for the 21st century. You are not grown up enough for the 21st century. Stay in your middle age. Don't invade our space. We need much better than your shit. Peace to everybody.